Hello Cancer and welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be a reading from the 19th through to the 25th of September. If you haven't seen the monthly collective readings and your personal readings, there is also the equinox readings for the next 3 months that we've done last week, and also the Mercury retrograde. It's all pointing to an amazing autumn, really. There's a shifting of sands, shifting of sort of temperament, shifting of sort of ideas, of way to do things and stuff like that. And it's shaping and cultivating everybody's life. So yeah, it would be interesting to see them if I was you. Let's just see what's going on your sort of flower. There's a lot going on in your everyday life. It seems to be quite focused actually on certain things rather than dispersed on a lot. You may feel that you're productive and efficient at the moment. Guides are very calm as much as the overall energy is, and then we've got that second wave coming in, which is coming in at the end of this week, the week of the 25th. Anything from the 25th to the 30th, we called it right for the beginning of September, and it looks like the second part of September is going to be the most interesting bit. That is connected to the beginning part of what happened at the beginning of this month. Okay, let's just see what's going on in the overall energy. As I said, it's got a lot less influence on the readings than it did last week. Seeing the sun through the clouds, so basically enjoying that little moment of sunshine, like all your Christmases have come at once, and realizing that, yeah, there's clouds around, but then that's mainly in the outside world rather than within you. And you can then just go straight off towards those sort of clouds, through the clouds, towards that sort of, that sun. So, yeah, being your higher self, reaching for your best example of who you are. Don't get caught up in the clouds. Don't get caught up in conflict or complications that is probably not your problem. It's you're not here to save the world, Cancer. You can't save the world. I can't save the world, but we can. And that's possibly what needs to flow through you at the moment. Okay, let's just see what's going on your karmic message on your relationship side. There's still this pause, and I think this comes in from your guides as well. It's like, happiness comes to those who wait. So it seems sort of talking about patience. And I think you've already been patient. It's almost like you don't want to be patient anymore. There you go. It's a bit of sort of kind of going, oh no, do I have to keep waiting around? And, it's almost like you're at the service station, where you stopped off for a cup of coffee and you put your money in the machine to get the vending machine to get a cup of coffee. And it seems to take for ages. And the message is, your cup is being filled or your drink is being made. And you may feel like that at the moment. And it's sort of saying, patience will come to ultimate joy and happiness for you, basically. Let's just see how the universe is trying to influence that karmic message. They seem to be giving you the heads up. I certainly think by the end of the week, it's going to make things within your couple, within your family and friends, but I think it's mainly to do with couples. So it could be a case of sort of saying, if you want to find a partner, don't just sit around kind of going, why haven't I found a partner? Get out there. That's the sort of scenario for this. If you're already in a couple, it's kind of going, it's not moving on as quickly, or it seems to be stagnating, or I'm not getting what I want out of it. And the universe here is trying to sort of show you those silver linings of those clouds, which is helping you to, focus on the sun of your happiness and getting towards your happiness. And if you strive for that, then people around you will also be, will also follow you, will also strive for their happiness as much as your happiness. Miracles can happen, and you may have your head stuck in the clouds at the moment, a bit daydreamy sort of thing, but that's good to daydream. It's good to sort of clarify what sort of things you want out of life. And there is a pause at the moment between two big waves that are coming through society, one at the beginning of September and one at the end, which was in the monthly readings. And I think this is good for you to realise what you want out of your relationship, and what you want out of your relationships according to your family, friends and your community. And I think it's like a case of wishing big could be, or wishing is a good idea, as it were, putting your wishes out there. Let's just see how the guides are trying to sort of influence this sort of karmic message. Okay, so you may be questioning your spirit, or exploring new ideas of spirituality, exploring the ideas of energy, exploring the ideas of why I'm here and stuff like that. I think the guides are trying to help that scenario there, and it's simply because they don't want you to concentrate on your relationships around you at the moment, because that's what patience is all about. When you've got time out, explore all the things that you couldn't explore, when you're in a relationship. So let's just say you're in a relationship, and at the beginning it's really intense, really this, and then there's this moment of lull, and it's the coming and going, the waxing and waning of any relationship, even if this is with your family and friends. And during those moments where it's a little bit lulled, it allows you to explore the avenues of your spiritual sort of side, your connection with those relationships, how they're working, how they're not working, what fits good for you, what doesn't fit good for you, those sort of scenarios, basically. And this is where your guides are trying to encourage that. So they may sort of make your car break down, so you can, which might be a little bit frustrating, but at the same time, you're going to have to sit around and watch the clouds go by, which is possibly what you need to do. A feeling of a little bit stuck out in the cold. So, because that's what your guides are trying to do. They're trying to streamline a lot of things. So taking a lot of things out of your relationships. Normally this Five of Pentacles is a loss of money. And here for me, this side here is saying there's lack of, or there's a reduction in physical interaction within your relationship. So it's taking that time out for yourself. Not trying to sort of constantly kind of going, I wanted to go quicker. Let's just see how it's going on, how your guides are trying to influence that conversation that is within you. Are you trying to give up? Do you just, if it doesn't work, I'm going to pull my energy out. That's it. And, I'm not sure that's the best way to go forward for you. It ties into this Four of Cups here. And your guides here are also within that sort of vein, sort of kind of going, no, just walk away. And it could be a case that you're in relationships that you do need to walk away from. And in that case, listen to them. But if you're just walking away just to put something else back in their place, I don't think it's necessarily that. I think it's a case of realizing for yourself that, some things you've got to push, and some things you've got to sort of take your foot off the accelerator, as it were. Yeah, find yourself in, fall in love with yourself in a way. It's got to be a fair exchange relationships. If that fair exchange is not there, that I can understand totally, then therefore you should sort of take your energy out of the scenario. And if you take your energy out of the scenario, it may, give your partner a nice little nudge so they can also then sort of like step up to the plate and, make that relationship a fair exchange between the pair of you. But looking at what the rest of it's saying here, I think this is where your guides are trying to encourage you to maybe, if it's not working, take your energy out of the situation, which would be a good thing, but don't necessarily take it out kind of going, those people weren't putting in enough energy. Take it out and just explore your own spiritual and emotional connection with relationships, of how you connect with things, to make it really clear for you in the future, and it'll make it a lot easier for you. Okay, let's just see what's going on your financial sort of side. This seems to be a lot more vibrant than on the relationship side. If you want it, here it is, come and get it. That's basically what he's sort of saying there. If you want it, you got to go and get it. The universe is sort of saying there. Page of Cups, I think it was Pisces or Scorpio that had it as well. This is the start of a new journey for you in regards to your money side. These are longish term plans, but if you want it, here it is, come and get it, basically. And it will bring you victories. If you want these long-term victories, you've got to go out and get it. And I think this is where it's taking away from that relationship side, take that time out, and then put it into your financial sort of side. Let's just see how the universe is trying to sort of guide you here, or guide that sort of karmic message. When I say here it is, come and get it, what is it? And I think this is where the universe is providing a lot of things. Is the moment you go out and get it, all of a sudden you're going to realize that there's loads of other stuff around. And the universe is providing a lot for you. This is so weird. Who got that as well? Was it Pisces or Scorpio? This is real water signs, because that came out as well in the water signs as well. Very, very water sign scenario here. You've got a lot of cups going on here as well, which is very emotional. So the universe is providing all those gifts. If you come and get it, there is going to be an abundance for you. It'd be probably more of a case of a difficulty of choosing what you want. Okay, let's just see what's going on with your guides and how the guides are trying to influence this conversation that is within you. Or this karmic message, sorry. Until you start getting it, until you start moving forward and doing it, your guys are sort of saying, well, look, I'm not going to bring anything else in until you start going to get it. Once you start going to get it, then I can allow the flow back in. If I allow the flow through of opportunities, of coincidences, you risk to be overswamped. You need to be in that movement. You need to go and get it in order for your guys to really do their work properly. So, what the blazes? That was also in Scorpio or Pisces. Oh man, that in exactly the same position. This is the funny thing is they're all in the same position, and I'm constantly shuffling these things. It's not like I'm not shuffling them. That is just so mad. So yeah, they're it is that they've got a pause on planting of seeds. They're trying to nurture what you've got at the moment, and you've got to go and get it. Basically, that's how they can you can nurture your future. They're trying to encourage you here, but you've got to go and get it. Let's just see what the conversation is within you. That is just mad. Ah, dear. Right. Let's see what the conversation is here within you. They're encouraging you not to look too far in ahead. You know, if you want it, here it is, come and get it. Don't start kind of going, oh, in that case, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, and in 5 years, I could be like this, in 20 years, I could be like that. Concentrate on the here and now, I think. Ace of Swords. Did you get another ace there somewhere? No. Yeah, Ace of Swords. So, yeah, with that, if you go ahead and go and get it and have that clarity of mind you know, not looking too far in the head and concentrating on the here and now, those steps that go forward are going to make you feel like that you're really getting somewhere, that you're really progressing, and you're progressing onto the path that you have chosen to walk. It's going to make you feel very secure within yourself, and very apt to dealing with the outside world and the going future. Let's just see what's going on the end results of these two paths. We all feel that something's coming down the line. Yeah, you feel it as well as you feel it in your waters, like everybody feels it, and you're sort of prepared for it in the background, but you're almost like not preparing for it in your everyday life. So, you know, you're emotionally preparing to deal with these big changes that are happening within the universe or within our world. But physically, you may not necessarily be in that place. And this is going to be the week where there's a bit of a wake-up call for you. It's going to ask you to have control and maturity over your emotions. Because in that changing time going forward, as things really do start working for you and the changing world around us happens at the same time, which helps you to develop your business side and also gives you clarity on your relationship side, it's going to need you to be that and pause scenario. Okay? That's what's got to come out of you, Cancer, I think, after this week here. And as things start changing in the world around us, that pause and that serenity that is within you, you know, that you can definitely have. Okay, it's going to be, it's the calm between the storms this week, the 19th to the 25th. But so it's a lot of introspective, and that comes a lot out in your reading as well. Quite blown away by those set of cards there. So, there's loads of links in the description below, including your book, the Astroflower Cancer. And there's also links to our Instagram and our sister channel, Somatic TV. Thank you very much for being here, supporting this channel. If you want to support this channel, it's very easy to do. Just need to click that bell and click the subscribe and click that bell. In the meantime, Cancer, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.